Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got Breece Hall. It was a nice round number for him last week, and even 100 yards. It's the Jets and the Broncos, next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a weekend matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up, because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Wilson going to come out throwing. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pick at number 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hall again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get in good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. As as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense? Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Paul again. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 24 carries for an even 100 yards.
You see those numbers, and you can tell it was a special week for him on the ground. They certainly made him a clear focal point in their game plan, and he proved he can help carry his offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and Jets first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A give running right is Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Wilson. Robinson's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation, it paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. You don't see that.
Sees it, the ball's moved to the middle.
Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance on the option right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing on first down is Lance. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now a play fake. Lance.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there as the 13th man proves to be unlucky.
Coming up, the loss on 2nd down, that just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Jets get late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And check down, complete to Hall.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach. Yep. That's likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, he made the right choice with the result. But a little bit surprising because now the touchdown's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Now Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Broncos force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the ready?
On first down, Lance. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And Lance will try again on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, we're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hall on a give up the middle.
Holding offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
To throw again is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Lance now on 1st down. This pass caught by Hamler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 22. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet? So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks spend all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Lance now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Cox.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Up past the 30, second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. Williams brings it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Ready.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that...
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. To different streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she comes, the what I can do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve.